As planting draws to a close, I'm here to give a quick roundup of how planting has progressed this season. It hasn't been the easiest start to the season, with bad weather across most of Europe delaying both early and main crop planting. On mainland Europe, estimates put growers around 2 weeks behind schedule throughout most of planting activity. In the UK, cold weather and above average precipitation throughout the last few months has caused significant delays to fieldwork. The beast from the east managed to sink its teeth into some of the earliest planted crops, with reports of frost damage to emerged crops on Jersey and Cornwall early in the year. After the recurring cold snaps during January and February, continual rainfall limited opportunities for planting, with the early crop reportedly running between 2 to 4 weeks behind original plans. Unfortunately, rainfall in March continued to cause less than ideal conditions for planting, with precipitation reaching 200% of the expected volumes in many areas. Many growers began to make headway into main crop planting in April, though frequent rainfall meant that opportunities for fieldwork were intermittent at best. The warm weather during the start of May meant that soils began to dry out in most regions, with those on lighter soils able to make quick progress. However, for those on heavier soils, waterlogging remained an issue, with some areas in Cambridgeshire and Norfolk unable to make significant progress until mid-May. Fieldwork progress in every area ran behind best laid plans, though the impact of the adverse weather conditions was varied in severity, with soil type being the determining factor. In Scotland, estimates in late April put planting around 1 to 4 weeks behind schedule. However, by the end of May, many had been able to make up for lost time, with most only around 1 to 2 weeks behind schedule. Progress in the east varies significantly by region. Yorkshire generally ran from 3 weeks to a month behind. Lincolnshire was also severely impacted, with planting wrapping up for most in late May, though some were normally finished around 2 to 3 weeks earlier. In the west, while planting was delayed for the majority, those on lighter, fast-draining soils finished 2 to 3 weeks ahead of those on heavier soils. Planting in the south lagged behind several weeks behind normal progress, and reports from Devon and Bedfordshire mentioned severe waterlogging early in the year. Now that the overwhelming majority of the crop is in the ground, concerns have shifted. The warmer weather has been beneficial for crop development and may help mitigate some of the impacts caused by late planting. On the other hand, warm weather has begun to rapidly dry out soils, and for many, soil moisture is now the important watch point moving forward. With planting taking significantly longer than expected, the 2017 marketing season looks set to extend for several weeks. This may help support old crop prices moving forward, though an ample supply has meant that we are already beginning to see a divergence in price. Best quality supplies are beginning to command an increasing premium, while prices for average to low-end supplies continue to remain subdued. Moving forward, we will continue to keep you up to date on how crops are progressing across Great Britain, with regular updates each week in Potato Weekly. To subscribe to Potato Weekly, register your interest to the email below for prices, crop development updates, and links to regular analysis articles. And keep a lookout for the first planted area estimate release.